Hi everybody, welcome to InnerSpace. I'm Amanda Tapping, I'm going to be with you tonight. And to be honest, I have no idea where AJ and Teddy are.
But I don't want to wear the tie for Amanda. Give me the tie, it looks better on me. No, it looks better on me and I paid for it. Space paid for it then. No.
On tonight's show, it's a doozy. Canada's favorite sci-fi leading lady joins us. Star of Sanctuary, Amanda Tapping, is here for the full half hour.
I'm sure you've been through what?
In Amanda's honor, we chat with the Sanctuary gang about this week's episode, which she also directed.
She did probably the best show that we did this year.
And we dive into the highly anticipated Assassin's Creed 2. Hey everybody, welcome to InnerSpace. It's your daily inside guide to all things space and anything connected. I'm AJ Fry, and I'm joined in studio by the tie-less Teddy Wilson and the lovely Amanda Tapping. You did get the tie, yeah. Thanks for joining us, Amanda.
Thank you for having me. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to have a very fun episode, of course, talking about Sanctuary. We're also looking at Assassin's Creed 2. Are you a big Assassin's Creed fan?
I bet you were.
More of a Ms. Pac-Man.
Not a lot of killing in this.
Not a lot of killing.
No. But
a lot of eating.
Let's jump into Sanctuary. Of course, you're actually directing this week's episode called Veritas.
Yep.
And the burning question around the office is, considering how much he tries to make people laugh, how difficult was it to direct Mr. Robin Dunn?
The difficulty with Robin, to be honest, and I think you experienced this here, is trying to get him to keep his pants on.
He tried to take off his pants when
He does it all the time.
Yeah,
He does it all the time. And so there's a lot of medium shots and a lot of close-ups of Robin in this episode.
To hide his business.
His business.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Put diplomatically.
Nice way to put it. Yeah.
Of course, we're going to be talking a bit about Eureka as well. We just saw a great episode. You can catch Eureka Thursday nights right here on Space. And I want to ask you, Eureka's shot out in Vancouver, so is your show, Sanctuary, and a lot of other shows. Do you all know each other and hang out? Like
We run into each other at a lot of the same events, and
cool.
we always see each other at Comic-Con. And yeah, so it's a very, I know Colin and Sally, and Chris, of course, was on our show.
Chris Gauthier, yeah, Vincent from Eureka.
Yeah, he's awesome. And Erica Serra is actually in the episode I directed, and I know you have a huge crush on her.
Do you have a crush on Deputy Sheriff Joe Lupo? That's for sure.
Well, you'll like this
Such
episode.
a closed community, I'm sure the rumor will spread.
Yeah.
I will get back to her about who, my friend.
I've gone to the creepy place with her.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was a fun episode of Eureka tonight, all about memories and storing them and losing them. But fortunately, it ended with a nice new memory for Sheriff Jack Carter.
It did. Lovely. So much for the time capsule.
Yeah, well, when you fix it, I think I know what memory I'd like to use.
What's that?
I think this one.
Aw, what a nice moment that
yeah,
saved the day that
very
he's delivered.
Yeah, finally.
It still amazes me, though, that considering this is a town full of geniuses, there are so many problems that arise.
It's true.
Every week.
Another thing. Now, Helen Magnus, sorry. What I did was I just merged
You
the two
merged my
characters.
characters.
Right. Helen Magnus and Sam Carter, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Well, they're both pretty smart.
Yeah.
They would have been at home in a town like Eureka, but what would you find most frustrating about being in a town full of geniuses like this?
I think that I'd be so much smarter than them.
That's what you would find.
That would I find frustrating.
And being the most
And
cocky
humble.
person.
And the most humble. The most humble and the smart.
Yeah.
Marriage made in heaven.
That would be hard.
Brilliant humility.
Eureka's definitely the lighter side of sci-fi, though, and you
Yeah.
use some humor in Sanctuary. It's a bit darker, but certainly SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis had a lot of humor. Do you like the lighter side of sci-fi?
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think it's crucial. If you start taking yourselves too seriously, it becomes too dark all the time.
Right, yeah.
Hard to watch.
That's cool. So you're attracted to roles that have a bit of that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, this season on Sanctuary, it's been a big one. Ashley died. We got to look into the post-apocalyptic future.
Yeah, tons of humor.
Henry, yeah, that was a hilarious
Crazy funny.
episode.
The next episode is pretty dark as well.
It is, yeah, Veritas. How do you think the season has raised the bar for the series?
I think ultimately we've become way more confident in our roles, in the way we shoot the show, in every aspect of the production, and so it just feels like we've got this amazing playground, and now we're really dipping into it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And any little foreshadowing for us as to what might be around the corner?
Yes.
No.
Fair enough.
None at all. Well played, Amanda. Well played. Well,
You'll
later
just
on,
have to watch.
You've got to watch the show. Later on, we're going to be looking at tomorrow's episode, which, as we mentioned, you directed. But let's take a little look back at last week's episode. It was called Fragments, and it was a good one. Let it come!
Come on, Henry, turn. What about just checking out, Henry? If you stay human, it'll be you. Don't do this.
That's enough. Rubbish.
Big episode. episode for Henry last week.
Very nice.
And the show's been getting lots of critical acclaim. You've been nominated for Emmys and Geminis, Gemini Win. Does it feel even better considering that the show started out on the internet?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we started out very small, ambitious little web series, and to get to television and to be nominated and win awards for our first season has been pretty amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
You won a Leo as well. The DC, TV, and film. Do you bring it out with you after you win it at all? Do you find that you just...
It's on the set.
Inconspicuously have it on the dinner table?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Possibly yourself, ooh, let me reach over the Leo.
Oops, that happened.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want to talk about sci-fi going mainstream as well. We had a panel at Fan Expo last summer, and we were asking that question. So do you think sci-fi and genre have gone mainstream?
I think it's starting to, yeah. I think it's being more accepted by the mainstream. Let's say that. I think sci-fi used to be space shows, you know, spacecraft and exploring the universe, and now it's sort of anything that thinks outside the box that defies imagination.
Right.
So you get shows like Eureka and Lost being considered sci-fi. And,
that's a very
and the demographic is so great now. The demographic, there's a lot more women watching sci-fi.
That's true, yeah.
They seem to be pretty happy about that fact.